Hey, what's up guys and gals? My name is Rick9G. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be talking about the Three Stooges, more specifically about their 54th Stooge film, Dutiful but Dumb. It was released March 21st, 1941, and it was filmed August 1st through the 5th, 1940. I started from the very first Stooge short, Woman Haters, and I'm working my way through all 190 shorts in chronological order. And I'm in 54 right now, so if you want to see the other previous 53, I have a whole playlist in the description below of this video where you can watch all of them and learn some pretty cool facts and bloopers. Now in this one, the boys, the Stooges, are photographers for Whack magazine, but here's our first blooper because if you see on their little cart, on the little moped, it actually says they work for Focus magazine, so who knows, maybe they're even confused. Now what happens, they mess up an assignment and they're sent off to the fictional country of Bulgaria to get a picture of a death ray gun. The problem is, in Bulgaria, the penalty for taking pictures, any picture, is death. And so they wind up the boys and they put them in front of the firing squad. Now Curly is the last one to make his final request and say, hey, I want to smoke a cigar right before, and they allow him to do so. However, it's a giant cigar. By the time he's done smoking it, all the soldiers are asleep and they're able to escape. It's a hilarious episode, and right at the end, it's what I really want to highlight, is that amazing and wonderful scene with Curly and that bowl of oyster soup that has become so iconic. It's a thumbnail of this video, of course, and it is simply one of the favorite Stooge moments for all Stooge fans as well as myself. I love this scene. Now the short is a really special one, and according to the name, Dutiful but Dumb, it's a play off of words of beautiful but dumb. It's also a very important one in which we see the last appearance of James Morton. He is pretty much a very well-known actor that appeared in many Stooge shorts, including the most famous Disorder in the Court, where his wig is blown off and we hear the wonderful scene with him and Curly. Do you solemnly swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth? One of the best moments ever. Jumping back and forth here, going back to the oyster soup when Curly is doing this scene, Moe later replicates a similar gag in the 1948 Shivering Sherlocks, and Larry, who fight the lobster gunboat in 1954 Income Tax Sappy. Now let's look at a couple bloopers. The first one, we see Moe and Larry's short fall down, and this happens when the ray gun shoots them, but if you look really closely, you'll notice that the wires pull them off. And right at the end of the short, you'll notice that they're being taken away and they're hanging from the soldiers' bayonets. Now I'll highlight them for you. You can actually see the wires that are holding them up, making the scene possible and allowed to be shot. Now some of you really like when I look at the locations, and in this short, Dutiful but Dumb features the prison set that was seen in many previous Stooge shorts, as well as Little Egbert Street at the Columbia Ranch. The short did not have a lot of time in the New York Street area, but then it moved over to Egbert Street, and that's where we see the look of a smaller town somewhere in Europe, I'd have to say, and then of course the prison set, which some interiors are also seen as well, and those are of course shot in the soundstage. Well, that's it for this one, guys and gals. I do hope you appreciate my look at these Stooge shorts. Let me know by hitting that thumbs up button and subscribing as well. It's absolutely free. It does help support channels like mine to stay afloat. We'll see you next time. I'm looking forward to doing the next Stooge short, and most importantly, be hopeful. Thank you to my Diamond tier patrons, Andrew B, Ricky, and David D. And thank you to every single one of my Patreons where I have exclusive content. Be sure to look in the description below for merchandise, Patreon exclusive content, as well as playlists where you can find other TV shows and sitcoms that I think you'll enjoy. We'll see you all next time.